Hi everybody, this is Tatianna Tarot, and I'm hitting you up with another tarot energy forecast of the week for the week of May 22nd all the way to May 28th. I've been on a roll here. I'm actually hitting you guys up back to back this time around with another video just because I've been feeling very much inspired to do so. And now that baby magic is sleeping and taking her nap, I figured why not just get it over with and take advantage of this free time and give you a video so that you can enter the week with fresh information. Hopefully this video will inspire you just as the last one did. I got amazing reviews, a lot of notifications from you guys via text messages and so on and so forth. I may not have the luxury to answer back to all of you guys, but trust and believe that I do read every comment, and it really warms my heart that you're getting some sort of substance out of this in a positive way, and it's resonating with you as well. So that being said, I'm going to just be using my plain Rider-Waite deck that I love so much, that has been maybe definitely used too frequently, but I would say that it's got to be close to if definitely over 15 years. I was going to say close to 20, probably heading on the 20 range now. Very worn down, very battered, but very awesome looking in the sense that they're, you don't really get to see a worn, antiquated looking deck nowadays. Everything is so flashy and brand new, and there's decks after decks after decks that are being produced. I love this deck. I have so many new decks. I mean, I just got a new one, the Prisma Vision Tarot, the other day, and I hardly use those decks just because they don't have the feel and they don't have the essence of this worn one. So I'll be using this one for this week to be telling you guys about your conscious and subconscious activity, along with pulling from the sacred symbols, Marcella Crow's deck, as we did last week, and this moon deck that comes in this neat box that a lot of you guys resonated with, the moon deck here. So that being said, I want you guys to just tap into your heart space, tap into your intuition, and you can bring forth any of the spirits that resonate with you. I always got to check up on her because she just be popping up like daisies sometimes, that resonate with you, and tune in, because once you do, you might find that this has a stronger meaning for you in some way. So give me 1 second. I'm starting with the prayer. For the highest good of all involved, spirit and love and light, I ask that you bring forth our higher selves, spirit guides, ancestors, the Orishas, the lowest, the archangels, ascended masters, light being entities. And I ask that you give us clarity and guidance on our personal paths and journeys for this week. Please protect us from all negativity, seen and unseen, all time, space, and dimension. Please provide us with wealth in all forms of the word, health, prosperity, abundance, happiness, and inner peace. Spirit, I thank you for allowing me to be the vessel here today. Ashe. Okay. So for Monday, May 22nd, and Tuesday, May 23rd, our conscious energy is going to be focusing on the, Ten of Wands. Ooh, right in the light, my bad. The Ten of Wands exhibits this guy that is, or girl, or whatever, exhibits this character that is pushing 10 sticks towards this local village. So the whole concept and the whole energy of this card is that essentially there's a to-do, must-do, can-do energy or intention going on. There is effort being shown, but there is a lot of baggage and weight that this character has on them. Whether this is emotional baggage, whether this is responsibilities, obligations, demands placed on him or placed on himself, that he's placed on himself, things that he cannot let go of regarding the past, we're uncertain, or it could be all of the above. But it is definitely clear that this is weighing this character down and it's not allowing him to be as effective as he can be. And not only that, he can't even see where he's going. So imagine having all of this on you. It may take a toll physically. Definitely, inevitably, is going to take a stress, a big stress on you. It's going to be a big stress on you. But why are you doing the most when you can't even see your destination, and you're not even focusing on the present moment to see what opportunities you have lying around you, what resources you have lying around you that can make this whole process go faster? So this is something that you want to consider. Maybe it's something that's very present in your mind. It's lingering. It's something that you're currently experiencing. Maybe something that you can sense energetically around you. May not be something that you're experiencing at all. It could be someone close to you, and you have to relay the message. Ten of Wands brings the mantra, think smarter, not harder. It wants you to be responsible for your load, but also to be thinking critically and analytically about why you're carrying what you're carrying. Is it something that's been passed on to you from your family? Do you feel obligated to hold on to something that isn't necessarily yours? Are you holding on to something that has already passed and not making peace in your heart, forgiveness? Or you harbor resentment in some way, and it's just lodged in you, and it's affecting your course of action and your sense of momentum, and really blocking you from doing what you need to do today for whatever purposes that you may have. The Ten of Wands is difficulty, is it's stress, it's difficulty, it's weighing yourself down through lots of, and I'm getting a little redundant here, but through lots of responsibility and lots of, essentially, is doing the most. Okay, you can see that for yourself. It's self-explanatory. All right, I'm trying to break it down to the lowest common denominator, and I think I've already done that. So that is to say that if it's falling through your conscious realm, this is something for you to work through, and it's in your power to overcome. If it's something that is mindful to you, then if you perpetuate it, if you keep on perpetuating this situation, then it's because you're consciously choosing to do that, not because you're oblivious to it or was coming from your subconscious where you had no clue that this was an underlying emotion or a thought or an energy that you're dealing with. Okay, so bear that in mind as we explore subconsciously what is our motivation for Monday, May 22nd, and Tuesday, May 23rd. And again, usually when I do these videos, I like to note that when we're reading for subconscious and conscious aspects of ourselves, it doesn't necessarily mean that those days that I'm pulling for, that's when this is going to occur. It is just saying that the energy may be more prevalent during those days. This energy may be the main focus for the whole month. It may be something that's coming to a head, particularly this week, and you've been dealing with this for the past couple of years. It may be something that doesn't resonate with you at all, but later down the road, a week from now, or next week after, or next month, or a couple of months later, this will jump at you because you chose to tune into this frequency at this time, and your spirit was giving you some sort of a heads up. So bear that in mind, that this is not necessarily fortune telling. This is not to predict your future. This is just to give you a guide, a GPS, a navigational system on energy and on consciousness, and how to best steer yourself through this day and age with your emotions. So subconsciously, we have the Seven of Pentacles. All right. So when we talk about the subconscious realm, we talk about that which rules basically our emotions and our actions on a day-to-day basis, but we may not be so aware of it. Underlying truths, underlying honesty that we keep within that we're not too savvy of. They may come out in, obviously, our course of actions on a day-to-day basis, and other than that, they may come out in our dream world. Um, Subconscious energy that is being pulled is meant for you to understand why it is being stored inside. Maybe you're harboring it as a shadow energy, something that you resist to reflect upon, resist to acknowledge, something maybe slightly traumatic or fearful, or perhaps triggering, that you have resisted in some way, some sort of weight, emotional weight. So the Seven of Pentacles is really discussing a waiting game. Okay, we have a farmer who has planted these pentacles, which are the gold coins, these crops. And these crops are growing, guaranteed. They're growing, they're flourishing, they're blossoming, but they're taking their time, as do all crops. Everything takes its time to grow. Rome wasn't built in a day. When you plant a seed, it doesn't grow overnight. There's a gestational process here that one needs to be aware of. So whatever these pentacles are referring to metaphorically, that is to say that the farmer needs to have some patience and some mindfulness as to what he is waiting to flourish. The Seven of Pentacles is about patience. It's also about coming back and checking in on your manifestations, your creations, your intentions, and seeing over time how they have grown, what can support that growth, what you need to subtract in order to support that growth, or add to support that growth, what's not necessary. Basically like a parent checking in on a child, or a parent checking in on a plants. Plants a better metaphor. Does it need water? Does it need sunlight? Does it need more fertilizer? Does it need to just completely be left alone for a week because it's fine as is? These are things that you need to kind of pay attention to, because if not, you're going to give yourself lots of anxiety with doubts and insecurity about what you're growing and what you're harboring and manifesting in your own lives. This may also be telling you that subconsciously there's a waiting period, or there's a halt. There's a period of you just being authentic, being and not working towards something, not wanting towards something, not fretting about something, just chillaxing and accepting that right now there's nothing to do, that everything is on the hands of the universe, and you're just going to await a sign, an open door, an opportunity for you to go in and do your thing when you're meant to do your thing. Advert your energy elsewhere, if that's what the Seven of Pentacles is telling you to do. If you've done everything that you've had to do here in this scenario, and you've given it your all, and your best is all that you have, then it's time for you to switch up the gears and start focusing maybe on a new goal or interest, until you can go back and be like, okay, timer's up. I'm going to go check on that chicken. Okay? Now, how does this relate to the Ten of Wands consciously? In a couple of ways. So it may be that you're applying too much pressure on yourself, all right? Again, with the anxiety, and that pressure is now manifesting into the Ten of Wands. Okay, I have a lot on my shoulders. The brain is going on overdrive. Or you're pushing yourself too hard because you think something isn't working, rather than letting it take its toll and letting time do the healing. It could be that, okay, yes, there's a sense of overworking yourself. There's a sense of, again, like I said, doing the most. Taking on more than what you can handle can be an effect of the Ten of Wands. So bear in mind, that could be both of these cards manifesting in some way for you, and you just want to be mindful that, okay, I'm acting like this, I'm feeling this, or this is manifesting in my life as a result. Okay, so let's look into the middle of the week, Wednesday the 24th and Thursday the 25th. Consciously, we are dealing with the okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a character who is holding a lot of gold coins to himself. Okay, so it's not a lot, it's a little bit, but he's holding them to himself, and he's being very cautious of his space and how he's maneuvering around it, how he is interacting with it. There's almost a sense of seclusion. There's almost a sense of, I don't want to partake in this world around me. I just want to keep to myself. I want to hoard these gold coins to myself. I don't want to share. I don't want to care. I don't care what's going on behind over there. This city. All right. It's a ruckus. I need my own space. I need to focus on what I am building here at this time. And I need to just have all of this peaceful and zenful energy for myself. So that is one interpretation with the Four of Pentacles. It can be the process of you building a new foundation, a process of you strengthening a foundation. The number 4 is all about stability, foundations, and support. So this character holding these four golden coins, think about like the 4 corners, or creating a square and the foundation of a home. Okay, and needing to check that each of these corners are stable and set in stone. It's no different from the 4 of Pentacles. If he involves himself in the charades of that around him, in the distractions, in the chaos of this urban city, forget it. He's going to forget his purpose. He's going to lose his momentum. He's not going to give all of the time and energy that he has to what he's really passionate about, what he's really concerned about, which is his own security. And he's going to be willy-nilly, right? So in a way, this character can be very stern. It could be really warning you about a time where you really need to invest, whether that is investing in money. Investing in yourself first and foremost. Whether that means guarding your time, guarding your energy, checking your environment, who's draining you, what's draining you, how are they draining you. Social media, maybe you need to take a break, maybe you need to take a fast, maybe you need to delete and cleanse certain things, maybe you need to cleanse your home. You need to check on yourself. What habits do you personally have that are draining you, that is just unnecessary, that is wasting your time? Another meaning could mean that the 4 of Pentacles is asking you to save money. It's time to save money because you're going to be needing that in the near future for something that you want to invest in that's extremely valuable for your growth and evolution. Another interpretation could be that the 4 of Pentacles is actually warning you not to be so upstandish, that you're being a little selfish, that you're not taking advantage of the opportunities around you, and maybe you're not socializing the way that you should be socializing at this time, as it could serve you in a very positive way. Bear in mind, maybe you don't want, there's a lack of vulnerability here. You're keeping things to yourself, or this could be hinting at a secret that's being kept from you, or maybe a secret that you're keeping from yourself, is keeping from others. I said from yourself, so maybe there's something that you don't want to admit to yourself that you need to work on. Maybe you need to dig yourself out of that hole and be realistic with what's going on right now. That is the 4 of Pentacles. And so let's check on subconsciously. These cards want to freaking fly all over the place. For May 24th and May 25th, Wednesday and Thursday, subconsciously, what are we working with? Great, that's awesome. That's a really good card. So we have subconsciously the Ace of Cups. Well, now I know that there is something that you're repressing in some way, because the Ace of Cups is like a geyser. It just wants to shoot up and let itself be free. This is water coming out of the cup. This is like your cup shall overfloweth. Where this cup is coming from, we don't freaking know. It's like the hand of Goddess. It's like, here you go. Here's your reward. Aces are gateways. Aces are portals in tarot, okay? They represent new beginnings and fertility and receiving the unexpected, expecting the unexpected, When it comes to cups, we're talking about one's emotions, feelings, creativity, art, sensuality, um, psychic and intuitive gifts, things of the sort, love, friendship, romance, all of that, amazing bliss. Ace of Cups is an overload of all of this coming at you once. Subconsciously, in the center of this week, we are dealing with a lot of phenomenal emotions. Maybe you're feeling like you want to tap into your artistic sensibilities a little bit more strongly. Maybe you're getting a lot of crazy dreams. Maybe your sex drive is over the top. Maybe you're feeling very emotionally sensitive and everything is just making you cry, or everything is just triggering something in some way where you may perceive this to be negative, but really this effect is allowing you to release those emotions physically, and as a result, you get to open up your heart chakra that's being blocked here with the Four of Pentacles, because he's holding so tightly to that. Ace of Cups can be a budding new romance, or this if you're in a romance, it could just mean you're just like overflowing with love and appreciation and gratitude. If you're not, this can represent something new. It could mean that you're feeling yourself. It can mean that you're willing to try new things. Maybe just develop a new hobby. Your intuition is super on point with the Ace of Cups. Your dreams may be on overload. Like I mentioned before, it's interesting. It's important that you write them down. But something is certainly going to bubble up to the surface in the center of the week, or this week in general, that maybe you were not conscious of before. And if you were conscious of, maybe it was something that you were suppressing. And it was just like, pop goes a weasel. It was time. Liberation, freedom, open heart chakra. It feels good to be living in your truth. And now, alternatively, because this just hit me, it could mean that you're just this vessel of love. So this is also like an open vessel card. Being the Ace of Cups is like, I am willing for the universe to use me as a channel, and I do what you will. Spirit, what do you want me to do with my career, with my finances, with my relationship, with my children? What do you want me to do? Right. But consciously, we've got the Four of Pentacles, which is like, either it's time to build something real serious because you're getting these innovative ideas and you're just like gushing them out. It's advised that you write them all down, because it's not going to be practical for you to do it all at once. Again, remember that 10 of Wands. But Four of Pentacles can mean, okay, so you may have this epiphany. Oh shit, I want to change my career, or I want to do this, and I gotta add these on. So the Four of Pentacles is like, it's time to save money, or it's time to really get to the nitty gritty of that plan. That may be sacrificing some fun things so that you can be attentive to what you're building, what you're surrounding yourself by. And another interpretation could be that, oh my God, you're just this open vessel, right? But consciously, you're now aware of how you're sabotaging yourself. You're now aware of these fears and anxieties that you have that is stopping your greatness and is stopping you from being a vessel, a child of the universe, a vessel of spirit, and it's stopping you from, just being this dope ass person in the world that gives no fucks. Because the Four of Pentacles be like, I'm in my comfort zone and I don't want to go nowhere. So bear that in mind, that this can all be coming up for you. One or the other, or all of the above in some way. So let's see the weekend finally. We're approaching the weekend. Hip hip. Hip hop hooray. I just gotta see what dates it is because I always get flustered. Okay, so the weekend would be Friday the 25th to Sunday the 28th. Let's see. Consciously, what are we dealing with Friday the 25th to Sunday the 28th of May on a conscious level? Híjole. So we have, on a conscious note, the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is a tricky card because, again, we're getting this crisscross motion, kind of like the Ten of Wands, where there's a blockage here. And this woman has her eyes blindfolded. This means that there is this apprehension towards the reality of things. Either you don't want to see the truth, you don't want to open up to the truth, or you're blind to the truth in some way. Maybe you need more information. Generally, the Two of Swords can represent the need of gaining more information, because there's an important decision that you need to make. And so these two swords, symbolic of each choice, the mind, they require you to access logic and intellect, to be very sharp, to be very focused. This card isn't that. This card is a little wah-wah, wee-wee, all over the place, because this woman is surrounded by a body of water, water being the emotional realm. Emotions are kind of blocking things. I don't know what to do. It's really, you're stuck in a hard place. You can't think clearly. You can't really see the situation for what it is. And you don't have much time here with this waning moon. Okay, it's about to turn into the new moon, which, funny enough, actually, we don't know that per se, because it could be turning into, it could be waxing as well. It could be going in both directions, but you don't have much time. The moon is all about cycles. It's all about timing, and so time is of the essence. Make sure you're not procrastinating here. Consciously, there may be something that you're avoiding. Consciously, you may know that, all right, shit, I have a big decision on the horizon, but I don't have all the information, and I'm just going to sit here and wait. That is fine. If you're waiting for more information, put a clear sign to the universe. Say, holla at me. I need X, Y, and Z to make a decision. Spirit, please help me. That was not supposed to rhyme. Give me a clear sign about what I should be doing in this scenario, because I have no clue. I need this sign to be very clear, because I'm usually a person that misses signs. Or you could send it to me in my dreams. Or if this is the right decision, please send me a white feather within the next 2 days. Anything. You could just say anything. These are just some examples that I pulled out of my ass, but you could use those. You could use your own. Clear. Be a clear. Ask for what you want, essentially, and then let it go and see what happens. If you need to wait for information. If you don't need to wait for information, it's time to get to the decision-making process, and you cannot procrastinate. Now, this woman has her arms crossed. Again, a lack of vulnerability. The heart is going to be very important this week, okay? So pay attention to what your heart is telling you. Pay attention to how your heart feels during certain situations, how you're triggered, how when you're doing the dishes, all of a sudden you're thinking about your situation with your ex 5 exes ago, and you're still bitter about that. I don't know why that's coming up while you're washing dishes. Maybe that's something that you metaphorically have to, symbolically have to wash away. Just pay attention to little things like that pop up, that happen a lot, but you don't really put much emphasis or focus on. What is blocking your heart? What is your heart asking to be healed in now? Do some heart-focused meditations. Put a rose quartz in your heart to clear it up. Do like an energy ball exercise. Now this is going to be a long ass video for me to go through all these tactics. But I'm getting ideas now for more content, because heart energy. Well, I'm feeling it already. Some of y'all think I'm probably kooky, but I don't give a shit, because it works for me, and do what works for you. But just know that the Two of Swords is requiring a lot of truth from you. That's why we've got the blue, the throat chakra, the color of the throat chakra. How's your chakra blocked? What are you not expressing in your heart and in your throat. If this is blocked, then this is blocked, because the energy goes down and up. And up and down as well, but it's coming from your root chakra. So if your root chakra is blocked, then all your chakras is fucked, because they ain't getting no energy. Booyah. So let's see what's going on subconsciously for the weekends of the 25th to the 28th. My baby is still sleeping, and it's 7:11, and she's been sleeping since 5. That means she's going to wake up at like 4 in the morning. Lord have mercy. Okay. Oh, okay. This is my favorite card. The Queen of Wands. So subconsciously, you know you about it, because that's essentially the essence of the Queen of Wands, which I call the Ochun card, because if you look at the symbology that lies around her, one, the yellow. Ochun's color is yellow. Ochun is the goddess in the Yoruba pantheon of the Orishas. She is the goddess of the sweet waters of the rivers, and she is love, and she is fertility, and she's abundance, and she is luxury. She's also the queen of divination. She's a witch. Age. So the Queen of Wands also has this little black cat at her disposal, the sunflower. Regal energy. Very Leo. Very I have arrived. Come correct type of energy. For this to be coming through your subconscious, that means that there is certainly an inherent presence of knowing who you are, knowing how to command a room, knowing how to use the force and essence of energy around you at your disposal to get what you want, to manipulate things for your best benefit. When I say manipulate things, just, warp energy for your best benefit, not necessarily in a bad way. Queen of Wands takes command of things. She doesn't wait for situations to happen. She makes them happen. She's very charming. She's very sweet. She's very, her presence is strongly felt. She is very forthright and powerful, and a protector and a fierce leader. She's kind of like a lioness, and a little mystically inclined, a little tongue-in-cheek there with that black cat. So she's always thinking about the future, because that's what she's looking towards. She's very confident and centered and fearless. This is in your subconscious, so if you know who you are, then why are you dealing with the Two of Swords? Maybe you needed this video to remind yourself. Maybe, it's not always the case that, knowing who you are leads to you making very quick, confident decisions. Sometimes the decision is two amazing things, and it's very difficult for you to choose, or there's a sacrifice involved, and it's going to be trying on you in some way. Maybe the case that you need to make decisions that will bring forth the reality of who you are, and you're playing yourself. You're stifling this essence. You're doubting that, or you're being emotional. That can be me. I can do it. I've never been this way, or this is a fantasy. Oh, I always wanted to be like that. Free spirit, but I work in corporate. I can't start a business. I don't have the funds. I don't know anything about what I normally hear from my clients. You just gotta freaking do it, because there's this YouTube channel, Shannon Boudram. I love her. She's like a professional sexologist, and there was something that she was talking about, like going on a first date and what questions to ask to break the ice. And I think one of the questions was, what would you do if you knew you would die in a year, right? What are the things that you would do? And I think like that really took me aback. I was feeding Sahara and I was like, oh fuck, I don't, such a great way to think and start your day. Like if I were to die the end of this year, what, I mean, a little bit morbid, let's be honest, pero it really gets the ball rolling in your life because you don't have any time. You start acting rather than taking advantage of this precious moment in life that you have and not living in your life. Queen of Wands is about living. So this is what I want you guys to consider. What would you do if you had one more year left? How would you open up your gift to the world instead of holding it and keeping it to yourself and doubting that? How would you be able to tap into your intuition so that you can make decisions on the go? You know, any decision that you make is going to be the right decision because it's going to lead you in the direction that you were meant to be in, for something to teach you or to get you in the right path. Anyway, marinate on that. Pulling for the Oracle card of the week from the Moon deck. Moon deck. What's the... My baby's up. Hold up. I'll be back. You want to say hi to mommy's friends? Cyber friends? Okay, we're just about to finish with the video. I know the sun, this light is in your face and you're like, the fuck is going on? Don't cry, mama. She's definitely up from her nap, so let's just get this ball rolling. Okay, the Moon deck. Spirit, what card do we all need to hear for this week? Sahara, you want to pick a card? You want to pick a card, mama? You want to pick a card? No, not today. Okay, I'm going to go with what your fingers touch oh so gently. Okay. This one is very kumbaya. It's when I let others shine, I shine too. When I let others shine, I shine too. All right. So, evidently, we shall see what that means. Oh, wait, that was not the number I thought it was. So, no, oh, 38. Okay. And the card is about shining. Ain't that about to be? Women all over the world are rising up, shining brighter, and letting their voices be heard, letting their spirits be seen. As sisters, mothers, daughters, friends, and lovers, we can celebrate our differences while strengthening our inherent sameness, intuition, creativity, receptivity, courage, nurturing, sensuality, wisdom, healing, understanding, and our connection to the moon. You are a vital part of this rise. Encourage others to shine bright and give yourself permission to do the same. When you admire other women, it is a direct reflection of your own beauty and potential. Choose to be inspired by her light and send a warm smile her way. Comparison is toxic, dulls your shine, and sends out a message of inadequacy. Instead, know that you're sisters and recognize each other's divinity with love, and you will instantly uplift you both while increasing your own freedom and magnetism. Ritual. Praise practice. Do this with women that you feel resonate with you, because this all kumbaya shit is really great. But if you don't resonate with certain people, that's okay too, because it's not all love and light for your sisters. There's a lot of people out there, some of your favorites on Instagram I don't vibe with, some of them don't vibe with me, and that's okay. We keeps it real. But I'm going to read you this ritual practice. I wanted to give you that little heads up because got to keep it real. When we openly and sincerely acknowledge our admiration for others, we affirm the power of connection and dissolve the illusion of competition. This ritual will build confidence and radiance for both you and others. For 7 consecutive days, starting today, vocally share your admiration for another woman. Do this at least once a day. Speak to and be present with the specific woman you are admiring. Challenge yourself to mix it up between strangers, family, friends, and colleagues. And as an additional bonus, include yourself in the mix. Are you inspired by her style, her art, her smile, her beauty, her words, or vibe, or achievements? Gracefully let her know. Be centered and genuine as you speak. Notice the energy left in the air afterwards. I love you, Mommy. Embrace this healthy and supportive approach towards woman and sisterhood as you vocalize your admiration. This will make you both shine. She don't know what to stare at. Ashe. That was beautiful. Definitely praise those that you feel compelled. And I'm going to be pulling one out of the Sacred Symbols by Marcella Crow. Oh, what was that? What was that? Oh, God, I thought that was a bug. It's not a bug. Mommy's tripping. Mommy está tripeando. Okay, what is this? All these cards. Oh, wait, baby. That's the very old deck that I want to give to you when you're older and are not eating. Okay. Thank you. You want to hold the Moon Deck book? No? Okay. Let's see. Spirit, what card do we need to hear today for this week? What card, Mama? Out of this collection, what card? What card? Do you want to pull out a card? You've retired, I know. Let me try. Let me pull this one. Thunderbird tracks. That's exactly the face I make when I pull out Thunderbird tracks, Sahara. Thunderbird tracks means, hold up, positive omen. All signs point to yes, onward and upward. Meditate on the symbol when you want to see all the good in your life and the world around you. The symbol is a Native American symbol for good fortune and good prospects. Ache. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for connecting with me this week. Did this shit early. So happy I was able to do it. I really love making these videos. Looks like the baby's gonna hop on for future videos. And yeah, it was very, very dope to be putting one of these out this week. So if you're interested in booking a session with me, I am local to New Orleans now. That's an in-person session in New Orleans. Please send me an email at urbanillumination@gmail.com. Let me know when you're coming here, when you're planning to visit before booking anything, just so that I can check up on my availability and make sure that I am here to actually read for you. Any other people? Ooh, you sneeze on me. Ooh, girl. Ooh, bless you. See, it's the truth. Bless you. Thank you for sneezing on me, baby. Anyway, any other people want a reading? I could do it virtually, near or far, national, international. Is not a problem. Skype, Google Hangout, FaceTime, phone, just a regular call. You can go on my website at www.myurbanillumination.com. Click on the Work For Me tab and scroll down to the phone, Skype, blah, 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 all those options I just listed. There's going to be a Book Me button or Schedule Me button. You can see my schedule there, and you can also book yourself for my sessions. You'll see my rates there as well. Please like, share, comment. Let me know how you like this video. and subscribe for more videos. Let me know what else you're willing to see or want to see. And I'm so happy to make this for you, okay? Thank you guys so much for reaching out. I know a lot of you guys did regarding the editing comment I made last time. I'm going to be hitting some of you guys up when I have some free time. I wish you all the best. Blessings y bendiciones. Kisses. Bye. Say bye. Bye.